Fall is when the weather cools down and the fashion heats up. It's my personal favorite time of the year, and it's because I love talking about fall fashion. So for today's video, let's dive into the fall fashion trends for 2024 that I'm most excited about. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Drew. What it do? It's nice to meet you. Let's talk fall fashion, or as they would say in the Queen's language, autumn fashion. To kick things off, we're going to start with the trending footwear that I'm most excited about for this fall. In my best and worst trends video, I talked about how low profile sneakers have dominated the footwear scene, and especially the sneaker scene in 2024. And this fall, Adidas reintroduced a heritage silhouette from the 2000s called the Adidas Taekwondo. Candidly, I hadn't really heard about these shoes during the 2000s when I was growing up in the 2000s because my mommy still dressed me. She wasn't putting me in no Adidas Taekwondos. But these fall right in line with low profile, sports aesthetic driven sneakers. The curious thing about this shoe is that I've mostly seen it styled in women's wear. And I don't know why fellas or dudes are avoiding or maybe just haven't got their hands on these shoes or aren't styling it in the same way that's tastefully as women, but I can see that changing this fall as the trickle-down effect takes place. Usually women's wear does really cool things, crop shirts, bows, ribbons, accessories, whatever, and then menswear slowly starts to integrate its own version of those things a little bit later. We'll see what happens with these. They sort of remind me of Adidas's version of Onitsuka Tiger's Mexico 66. Next, let's talk about leather buckle shoes. Buckle boots, high calf boots, boots of this nature have been trending since at least the spring of 2024, if not longer. So it's only right to see the continuation of that trend heading into the fall. I think you can see the exemplification of this style being played out in real time by companies like Dr. Martens. They have come out with several buckle focused or buckle strap boots over the last several months as an attempt to appease a market that really desires these styles of shoes in their personal wardrobe. So I kind of see Doc Martens as attempting to fill a gap in the marketplace right now where a lot of these shoes, while you can get them from other brands, Doc Martens is one of those like very iconic, noteworthy brands. Having that shoe available for them, like, it signals to me that there's some kind of action, there's some kind of energy, there's some kind of demand for this style of footwear. Once again, this is more women's wear, but don't worry fellas, I got you coming up here. So once again, in my best and worst trends video, I had mentioned that Timberlands had a pretty massive surge in reach and popularity over the last, let's call it 14 months. And I said that maybe that the Timberlands movement would die down this fall, but I feel like I have to retract my statement. It's kind of this interesting like moving scale when it comes to Timbs, right? Because obviously in the fall, boots and boot-like shoes are going to become more popular because you need those type of footwear. You need that type of footwear when it's snowing, raining, cold, uncomfortably brick outside, right? You need some boots. But I thought that maybe there would be a successor or a replacer of the Timberland heading into the fall. And I waited to make this video because I was waiting to see, what's going to happen with Timbs? What's going to happen with boots? And I still feel like Timberlands are the cool kid boot for fall 2024. I haven't seen much different yet. Maybe I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments, but I just don't see anything different when it comes to like being the kid or being the dude who has the more trendy or more interesting look. You're going to be wearing a pair of Timbs in 2024 for fall fashion. I'm personally most excited about the Timberlands Jound collaboration. I'm pretty sure that's still happening. Even though some people think Jound is really boring, I think that just a simple, clean pair of Timbs and the colorways that they have, it looks really, really good. Super quick, I want to touch on a sneaker that I feel like I haven't given as much time or haven't given as much light in my videos, and it is the Martine Rose Nike Shox. In particular, the Martine Rose versions, because whenever I see these styled, and I see these styled in the summer as well, but whenever I see this whenever I see this shoe sneaker styled, it just, the person who wears this shoe tends to have a very interesting and dynamic way of styling it, and it's one of the few shoes that looks good in almost every season, because in the spring people want more colors and the shoe's good. In the summer people love colors, it's good. In the fall you have a more muted outfit, but then you pair it with these Shox and it still looks really, really dynamic and really beautiful. So there's something about these sneakers that I feel like has just been underrated, but like subtly trendy in a sense, because you see a lot of them, but you only see them being worn by a very particular, really stylish person. Last for footwear, let's touch on the New Balance 1906R. New Balance, New Balance, New Balance. Just when I thought you were settling down, you reel me in with a new pair, a new collaboration, a new version of the 1906R or the 1906R or the 1906R, whatever you want to call it. The two collabs that most recently caught my eye were the Jack Harlow and the Basement Approved collabs. And there's something special about these shoes. Whenever I see them in person, which is actually quite often, they look good every time I see them. No matter, like, not no matter what, but like in a lot of circumstances, if you're wearing even a pair of sweatpants with these shoes, it just adds a coolness to the outfit. And I feel like for whatever reason, New Balance has just continued to embed itself into the sneaker world, into the footwear world, and more people are just wearing and enjoying and talking and experiencing New Balances. And so I wanted to include them. And it honestly, the new collabs, they make me want to have a pair of 1906Rs. I've never had a pair. And that's how powerful the marketing and the just what I feel like is the energy or the kind of collective thought behind the 1906R. That's what I feel like it's bearing down on me. It's making me want these shoes. All right, for the next section, we're going to talk about tops and jackets. You see what I'm wearing right now, right? Okay, when the fall comes around, you know it's jacket season, it's hoodie season. Jackets and coats and hoodies are they're the best things, in my opinion. They're the best items in fashion. They're the coolest. They have the most design. They have the most weight. They feel like the most substantial. I love wearing jackets, and I love fall jackets at that. Now, the first trend of interest for fall 2024 are clasps on jackets, more specifically lobster clasp jackets. I recently saw a really cool picture of Tyler the Creator wearing this dynamic lobster clasp Polo Ralph Lauren top, and it was very, very cool. It was very Tyler-esque cool. Then as I was researching other trends that other creators were excited about and Vogue was excited about, I kept reading about and seeing lobster class. Say that 10 times fast. Lobster class. So that's a tough thing to say. But I kept seeing lobster clasp jackets as a trending element for fall 2024 fashion. And it's really cool. I love it. It's not something that I personally am going to be probably like going out of my way to buy, but I love the fact that in fashion, it's these subtle cues that change, right? And a clasp is a really dynamic, fresh, kind of very functional, but like really beautiful form on a jacket that last year I wasn't paying attention to. And this year it just makes it fun to like have something new to like gawk at a little bit. And these jackets are really, really interesting in my opinion, especially now that in the fall that you can actually wear jackets and not sweat so much. Or sorry, I said fall again. I meant autumn for all of my non-Americans who speak the Queen's English. That includes, do you guys in Canada say autumn? I don't know. Next, when it comes to tops or jackets, something that I saw in the summer, but I feel like we're going to see more of it even in the fall, is this kind of nonchalant way to style your sweater as a scarf, off the shoulder or off the neck. Once again, nonchalant, kind of lazy boy or lazy girl style to style your sweater as a scarf. But I feel like somehow it works. It doesn't really replace this, but in a weird way, I feel like it replaces the Acne Studios. No. Remember the Acne Studios like scarves that people were wearing nonstop fall, like from 2021 up until 2023? Like every fall winter season had like a bunch of people styling Acne Studios scarves. Maybe it's not cold enough for that yet. Maybe we'll still see that. But I feel like this like off the shoulder, off the neckline sweater scarf thing is kind of maybe replacing it. Maybe not. I don't know. Now, last for fall coats, we have trench coats and long coats or pea coats or just anything that's kind of like a below the waist, below the knee, very long silhouetted coat. It's kind of hard to call this style of jacket trendy because every fall you're going to need to wear coats and jackets because it's cold, right? And so naturally the styles that have grown in popularity, have been most popular for the 20th and 21st century, are going to be popular again. And so it's weird that pea coats, trench coats, long coats are trending in a way because they're staples for fall fashion. They're timeless in a lot of ways. But I feel like the trendy aspect of these jackets or coats is going to be the fact that there's going to be a new generation, every year there's a new group of people who, as they get a little bit older, they start to implement these styles more. And I'm calling myself out on this because I, for one, am wearing more than just hoodies and like workwear jackets. I'm getting into these type of styles, and so I'm excited to be experimenting with them this fall. And that's why maybe it's not a trend per se, but I'm just putting it in this video because I'm excited. Okay, let's get a word in for today's sponsor, Squarespace. Are you interested in making your very own website for a brand or creative project? Squarespace offers a comprehensive amount of features to help you create the website that you've always wanted. If you want to sell your products direct to consumer, or if you want to showcase your body of work, Squarespace makes it easy to do that and more. Currently, I'm using my Squarespace website as a hub for all of my content and as a way to direct those interested to my podcast and social media. If you need a design to help nudge you into creating your first website, this is your sign. Visit squarespace.com/DrewJoyner for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Let's zoom out a bit and talk a little bit more about textures and fabrics that are exciting for me for this fall. Now, one of my early 2024 trend predictions for the year of 2024 was that leopard print would be something that's a fabric that's used often and is relatively trendy for the year. And I was pretty much wrong about this idea about leopard print. Adidas had the Samba leopard print shoes, and I thought that that would kind of be a catalyst for more leopard print. And you didn't really see it in the spring and the summer as much, but I think now in the fall that we're back to colder weather, using leopard print as a texture, as a tone, as a color for outfits is back. And I was right about this idea about leopard print. I think fall fashion for 2024, you're seeing a lot more leopard print, and it's styled in really creative, fun ways. And it feels like, once again, fresh and new and innovative and reinvigorating and exciting to like see these outfits, because the year prior, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, now that I've experienced fashion with this like really dense chronological like visual palette, I understand and see like there is a difference taking place. There's a difference between 2020 and 2022 and 2024. And the cool thing is with the leopard print is that it's menswear, it's women's wear, it's whoever wants to wear it is wearing it and doing it in a really interesting way. Suede, suede, suede. You see what I'm wearing right now, right? You see what I got on. Once again, like it's tough to say if suede is like a trend, right? Suede has always been around. It's a fabric. It's a part of clothes that have been worn for a very long time. We all know what suede is. It's a form of leather, right? So it's not like trending in the sense that it's like a totally new, innovative thing. It's trending in the sense that I think more people, once again, are going to start implementing suede into their personal style heading into 2024 fall, or now that we're in 2024 fall. And as a result, what you'll see is you'll see different elements of suede being styled. In women's wear, you have more frills, maybe you have it on more bags, maybe you have it in just different ways that you hadn't seen it before. I love suede. I love wearing suede. It's something I even wore in the summer when it was cooler at night for like night events, and this jacket is just an example of that. It just feels like cozy, and then when you touch it, it's soft to the touch. It's nice having a good suede piece, whether it's a jacket, a bag, a hat, or whatever it is. Suede is nice. I say young like the suede. I say young like the suede. Last for fabrics, let's talk about tweed and herringbone twill. And you might be like, Drew, like you're gonna sound like a broken record saying these fabrics are trendy when they're not really trendy, because they're actually timeless fabrics and they just come back around when it's fall, because things and clothes we all have different needs for the clothes that we wear depending on the season that we're in, and the weather dictates the type of fabric we're wearing. So when it comes to tweed and suede, it's the same thing, right? In the summer, you wear light, low density, low tension, loose weaved fabric. In the fall and the winter, you wear denser, heavier tweeds, suedes, twills. You wear these fabrics because they keep you warm and they feel cozy. And there's something especially cozy, maybe even cozier about the fall time wearing these things, because you just feel like as you wear them, they bend to your body in a way that doesn't create these kind of like nasty, yellowy sweat marks that you get in the summer. In the fall, you have a bit more of like a warm blanket feel with the clothes that you're wearing. And I think tweed and herringbone twill offer that. I love both of those fabrics, and I'm going to be wearing them literally nonstop this fall. Let's get into bottoms. And I ain't talking about bikini bottom or apple bottom jeans. All right, this joke just hit rock bottom. But okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Barrel jeans or balloon silhouette denim. Okay. I really like this mode for pants for fall fashion, right? So this silhouette is nothing new. Japanese fashion MFs have been doing the kind of barrel jean or balloon silhouette for a while now, but brands like Studio Nicholson have really brought fun life to this style. We all know wide jeans are proverbially trendy right now, meaning that they're trendy like pizza was trendy in the 18th century, where you see it a lot, but it's still considered a trend because the majority of people in the world aren't dressing with ultra wide baggy jeans because they work and live 9-to-5 jobs. Maybe they're not in the creative field. Maybe they're not into fashion. There's a myriad of reasons why people don't wear baggy jeans and why they're considered trendy. Barrel jeans are kind of like what I view to be as like a cousin of wide-fitting jeans. They're wide-fitting jeans that I feel like are maybe more palatable for non-fashion MFs and for the masses, but also maybe not. It depends on who you are. But regardless, I just think that this style is something that I'm going to keep my eye on heading into 2025 because it's something that continues to garner more and more attention, not only online, but I see it in real life as well here in New York City. Now, really quick, you can't talk about fall fashion and not talk about darker denim or darker jeans. I'm going to keep this really quick. Fall means darker jeans are going to be worn. They just fit better into the fall. I love wearing my darker denim, my heavier denim in the fall. I have like a 20-ounce pair of Oni super secret rough denim that I cannot wait to wear. Fall is for dark denim. Yo, shout out to you for staying with me this far in the video. Colin and Samir will call this like the deep end. We're almost towards the end of the video. We got like 3 more things I want to talk about. If you made it this far in the video, comment fall fashion for life. FFFL. Comment FFFL if you made it this far in the video. Okay, let's talk about skirts. One thing that I really admire about Gen Z, my generation, is our ability to pair skirts with just about anything. And that's one trend that I'm really excited to see continue to adapt and evolve and change for 2024 fall heading into this fall. It's a lot of falls, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? I've loved and continue to love the jeans and skirt combination in the fall, and being able to mix and match and play with texture in a visually tense way is so cool. You're also going to see more long skirts because it's cold. Shocker. Mini or midi skirts don't really work when it's freezing out, at least from what I understand about temperature, right? It's too cold to wear those things. Or maybe, there's also the element of maybe you wear like midi or mini skirts if you wear them with like some type of tights or something like that. That could be something that works where you're still wearing the kind of shorter length skirts, but you have to layer up with like leg warmers or tights or something like that. My most excited colors for the fall when it comes to palette includes olive green, this kind of mud orange color, and purple. Now, of course, these colors, they come back into vogue every fall, right? That's kind of been the theme of this video, is that as we move away from summer, interest, energies, seasonality of things, even the earth itself begins to change colors, right? The leaves change colors and they feel more fall-like. And so the colors that are exemplified through like trees changing also kind of reverberate into the fashion world as well, which is really interesting. You're probably still going to see a pop of red, or a pop of burgundy, or a pop of whatever. But I think that obviously olive green, mud orange, purple will be more trendy, more popular in fall, and I'm super excited about it. The very last thing I want to talk about for this video comes in the form of talking about accessories, because I think accessories really are a huge component to anyone's outfit. You can have a really great outfit in terms of silhouette and fit and colors, but if you don't have accessories, oftentimes people, when you're standing next to people who do have accessories, the person with accessories tends to be seen as more stylish for whatever reason, right? And so right now, and this is kind of also a reflection of what I said in the best and worst trends video, but I think jewelry stacking will just be as popular as ever in the fall. In the summer, it's harder to accessorize. It's harder to wear clothes because it's like you're more exposed to the fact that it's so hot and you can't really layer and do as much stacking of things, right? But in the winter and the fall, you have the opportunity to actually begin to stack things. So whether that's stacking necklaces, bracelets, having like some kind of like stacked tooth gem, all of these things are the fall fashion meta when it comes to accessorizing and implementing accessories into your wardrobe. Don't come for me. I'm just the messenger. I see this, and maybe I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comments, but I just feel like it is what is popular, what's trendy for fall 2024. And it's when done right. I always say that, when done right, when done in a way that looks cool, it looks cool. There's no other way to describe it, right? Let me know down in the comments, which trend did I miss? I have a bonus trend for you guys. Debate with me about this down in the comments. I think that 2024 is we're slowly starting to see the end of these kind of fashion cores, right? The rhetoric around fashion cores is kind of diminishing. I don't really talk about cores. I don't say Gorp core, or, I mean, you do, but like, I feel like it's becoming more and more cringy, TikTok cringe to talk about these cores, or uncool to talk about these cores. That's just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments if you agree, disagree. As always, I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity in 2024. So that means I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity to you and more. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful rest of your day. Abianto. Peace. Yo, what is good? Post vid. Here to fist bumps for the one time. I almost gave a fist bump to the non-PVV. Bop. Thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. Here's the second one. Bop. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day today. I have a question for you guys, PVV. It seems to me that trends videos, whether it's on my channel, other creators' channels that talk about fashion, trends videos overarchingly do better than any type of video. I want to ask you guys, why do you care about trends? What is it about trends that interests you or makes you want to click on the video? I would be really curious to know. Hashtag PVV when you answer. You're getting a very unfiltered, unsolicited, very raw Drew Joyner right now. That's what the point of the PVV is. I kind of have a little bit of a gripe that I'll share with you guys. I put on this nice freaking outfit, right? But because I want my mic quality to be so good, I want the mic to be right here. So maybe give me some suggestions on how I can fix this, because I want to show you guys I'm getting fly, but I can't show it because the mic is blocking the fly tie. If you watch my previous videos, you know where this tie is from. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Peace. Peace. Okay. Bye, guys.